Question: what would your reputation for patient experience be if every employee, every caregiver, every leader truly saw themselves as an owner and patient advocate? Well, if I've piqued your curiosity, then I invite you to join us and learn about an awesome new best practice. Hi, this is Brian Lee, Healthcare's engagement expert and founder of Custom Learning Systems. This Livit Platinum Rule tutorial is number 5 of an 8-part series called the License to Please Empowerment Bundle, and another way we model our vision of kindness care everywhere. So here's the problem. Not everybody that works in a healing organization sees themselves as an owner for every patient other than their own. Maybe it's time for a change. Let's listen in. The Livit Platinum Rule, HCAPS skills for everyone. Question: when it comes to your role in patient care, are you an owner or are you a renter? When was the last time you rented a car? Did you wash it before you returned it? Probably not, because you didn't own it. Well, I want to introduce the Platinum Livit Rule, and it's all about ownership. And it goes like this: whoever hears a complaint becomes that patient's saint. And you don't need a patient's complaint to become the patient's advocate. You don't need to be at the bedside to see yourself as a caregiver either, because we're all caregivers. The foundation of the Livit Rule can be found in the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The source code for your Livit Platinum Rule probably is going to be, you're going to find permission for it in your hospital's mission, vision, and value statements. And if you have service standards, clearly those will be supportive as well. If you are in pain, fearful, stressed out, or confused, and asked for help, would you want to hear, "That's not my job," or "I wouldn't know," or "I'm busy," or "That's for someone above my pay grade," or "You'll have to ask someone else," or "You can't please everybody"? Probably not. Do you remember the words to the song by Joe South, "Walk a mile in my shoes"? Hey, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Well, really, that's what this is all about. It's understanding how your patients feel and then taking the initiative to help live your hospital's commitment to your patients. The key is to tell them what you can do, not what you can't do. It makes all the difference in the world because no one wants to hear a no. What would be the benefit to your patients if everyone truly had a license to please? And that is, whoever sees, hears, or anticipates a patient's need is authorized to do whatever it takes to create a positive experience. So, as a recommendation, when a patient or visitor is or looks lost or confused, you can personally escort them to their destination. Here's another recommendation: treat everybody as if they're a family member or a friend, and maybe even remind yourself on the back of your name badge. Above all, please don't say to a patient or family member, "It's policy." Because when I hear "it's policy," it says to me, you don't care. Do explain the reason for the policy. If you don't know, ask someone who does. If they don't know, maybe it's a sacred cow. What's a sacred cow? It's something we do. We don't know why we do it, but we do it because that's the way we've always done it. We need to use our own good judgment here in doing absolutely the best we can for every patient every time. Here's a thought. A great way to live it is to practice the service recovery rule, and that is that when you mess up, you fess up and dress up. That really is giving you permission to go for it. Another recommendation is create your own Livit personal mission statement. For example, my mission is to provide an empathetic, helpful, and compassionate experience to every patient every time with no exceptions. You want to live it by managing up. That means when you turn a patient over to another team member, be sure to say positive things about that experience. You're in good hands with Sue. She's an advanced, practiced nurse. Another way to look at a patient's problem request is to fix it or find someone who can, and make the patient or family member feel like it was your pleasure to do so. What I mean by advanced platinum rule is this: anticipate. Quick little story. I was out for a long run several years ago and very dry, and I had a headache. So I ran into a 7-Eleven to buy some aspirins, and I was paying for the aspirins, and the clerk said, "Can I get you some water?" And I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Well, I'm assuming the reason you came in here to buy those aspirins is because you had a headache. Let me get you some water." And I thought to myself, wow, what a wonderful example
a simple example, but an effective example of someone anticipating my needs. P.S. As Randall Hemphley said, you don't have the right to have a bad day. Your patients are all having a worse day than you. So if you are having a bad day, my recommendation is fake a good day till you make it. Pretend you are in a good mood until you become in a good mood, because your patients really don't care about your problems. Mother Teresa is someone that I have admired for a long time, and in many ways, she is a reminder that the highest form of relationship is unconditional service to another human being. So I want to close this important segment with a wonderful quote from a rap song by the Service Excellence Advisors at Emmanuel Medical Center in California. It's called Say It, Do It, Be It. Smile on your face, connecting with your eyes, acknowledging your patient's needs, and don't criticize. Listen with your ears, respond with your heart, speak slowly and quite calmly. You've got to play the part. Simple things will make a change when done by all of our staff. We need to put in our whole hearts in, not just merely half. So to summarize, you don't need a complaint to become your patient saint. You don't need a problem to see yourself as a patient advocate. Here are 4 do-it recommendations. Number 1, make a commitment to serve as if you owned the relationship with each patient or family member or internal customer. Number 2, take 100% responsibility when your patient or family member asks you for help. Number 3, tell your patients what you can do, not what you can't do. Number 4, live it. Live it by treating patients as family. Live it by personally escorting patients or visitors to their destination. Live it by don't ever saying it's policy. Live it by practicing the complaint golden rule. Live it by always managing up to others, and live it by anticipating.
Well, there you go. Everything you need to know about the Livit Platinum Rule to make it a reality where you take care of your patients and their families. To support you in your goal of transforming your culture of renters to owners and patient advocates, I'd like you to have this License to Please toolkit. In addition to a step-by-step guide to implement this module, it comes complete with a total of 7 more engagement tools that provide a step-by-step guidance to help you make this concept a reality. Yours, just for the asking, by checking on the link below. Our next tutorial in this channel is Managing Up. If you feel this video has created value for you, please like and subscribe to our learning channel and join our kindness care movement. Post any ideas or questions or topic suggestions you have in comments, and please feel free to share this video with your peers and caregivers as much and as often as you want. Thanks so much for watching. This is Brian Lee, Healthcare's engagement expert, saying, let's go spread kindness care, and let's do it everywhere.